In this video, we're going to complete some more complex fraction examples. We've already done problems 1 through 4, so we're ready for number 5. Number 5, 7/12 divided by the mixed number 2 3/4. This is the first problem that we've completed with a mixed number, but the process is still the same. So I record the numerator first, 7/12, exactly as it was written over here. Next, I record the denominator exactly as it was written originally, 2 3/4. The next step is to change the fraction bar division symbol to a regular division symbol. From here, we're going to rewrite the 7/12. We're going to rewrite the division symbol, and this is something new. We're going to change the mixed number to an improper fraction. To do that, you're going to multiply this larger number by the denominator. So you're going to multiply 2 by 4. We get a result of 8. Then you add the numerator. And 8 plus 3 is 11. You write that total in the numerator, and then you keep the denominator the same. You keep the denominator of 4. So 2 3/4 is equivalent to 11/4. At this point, it looks similar to something you've seen before. So we're ready for the step where we write K, C, R, or K, C, F. K stands for keep, so we keep the 7/12 the same. C stands for change. We change the division symbol to a multiplication symbol. Reciprocal means that you trade the numerator and the denominator. So the reciprocal of 11/4 is 4/11. We could also say keep, change, flip. You flip 11/4 so that it's written as 4/11. The next step is to reduce diagonally. Take a look at 7 and 11. They are both prime numbers, meaning they can only be divided by 1 and themselves. So there's not a number that both 7 and 11 can be divided by, besides 1, and dividing by 1 is not going to make this problem simpler. Let's examine the 12 and the 4. 12 and 4 can be divided by numbers like 2 or 4. Let's go ahead and start by dividing by 4. 4 divided by 4, and then we'll take 12 and divide it by 4. When I know the answer, I'll cross it out. So 4 divided by 4, I get a result of 1, and I'll circle my new answer. 12 divided by 4, I get a 3. I circle my new answer. Take a look at 1 and 3. You cannot simplify that further. So we are ready to multiply across. So first we multiply the two numerators. Notice that we're going to be multiplying 7 by the new number 1. 7 times 1, the result is a 7. Then we're going to multiply the two denominators. The new denominator on the left side is 3, and we multiply that by the 11 to get 33. 7 over 33 cannot be reduced, so that is the final answer. We just divided another complex fraction. Let's take a look at number 6. Number 6, the problem is 3 1/5 divided by 1 4/7. Step 1, copy the numerator first. The numerator was 3 1/5. I copied 3 1/5. Next, you copy the denominator. The denominator is 1 4/7. The next step is to take your fraction bar, and instead of the fraction bar division symbol, just record a regular division symbol. After this, copy the division symbol, and then we need to change 3 1/5 to an improper fraction and 1 4/7 to an improper fraction. To change a mixed number to an improper fraction, you're going to multiply the large number by the denominator. So 3 times 5 is 15. Then you add the numerator. We get the result of 16. 16 is in the numerator. You keep the denominator the same. You leave it a 5. Take a look at this side. We're going to multiply the 1, the large number, by the denominator 7. And then we add the numerator, which is 4, to get a total of 11. And then we keep the denominator the same. We record a 7. From here, it looks like a lot of the other problems we've completed. We are ready to write keep, change, flip, or keep, change, reciprocal. We keep the 16/5. We change the division symbol to a multiplication symbol. We write the reciprocal of 11/7. That's 7/11. And then we look and see if we can reduce diagonally. Those two cannot be reduced. 16 and 11 cannot be reduced. So we're ready to multiply across. We will start with 16 times 7. 6 times 7 is 42. I place a 2 there and put a 4 above the 1. 1 times 7 is 7, plus 4 is 11. In the numerator, we get 112. In the denominator, we multiply 5 times 11, and we get 55. If I want to change this into a mixed number, I'm going to think about how many times 55 goes into 112. I think it goes in twice. So 55 times 2, 5 times 2 is 10, carry that 1, 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 110. Yes, so 2 times is the correct number of times. And then you have to compare 110 to 112. What's the difference between 110 and 112? The difference is 2. And the denominator remains the same. So as a mixed number, the answer is 2 and 2 over 55, 2 and 2 55ths, or as an improper fraction, the answer is 112 over 55. Let's take a look at number 7. Number 7, 10/13 divided by 2/9. We record the numerator first, exactly as it's written. Then we record the denominator, 2/9. We change the fraction bar division symbol to a regular division symbol. And then we're going to keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. Or keep, change, reciprocal. I keep the 10/13. I change the division symbol to a multiplication symbol, and then I flip the 2/9 so that it now reads 9/2. I'm going to look diagonally, and 13 and 9 cannot be reduced. 13 is a prime number. If I look at 10 and 2, though, they can both be divided by 2. Once I know the answer, I'm going to cross out what I had written. So 10 divided by 2, the new result is 5. 2 divided by 2, the result of that is 1. And 1 and 5 cannot be further reduced. So I'm ready to multiply across. Be careful here. I can see that I'm going to multiply 9 by, and the other number I have circled is 5. 9 times 5 is 45. In the denominator, take a look. You have the 1 left over here. So 13 times 1, we get 13. Now let's think about how many times 13 goes into 45. I'm going to count by 13s. So 13, 26, 26 plus 13 is 39. I can already tell that if I add 39 and 13, that's going to end up being too much. It's going to end up being 52. I'm sorry, my pens are getting messed up. That's hard to tell that that's 52, but it would be too much. So 13 can go into 45 3 times. Now we need to compare 39 to 45. So 45 minus 39. All right, that's going to be 6. And I keep the denominator the same. So you can either answer 3 and 6/13 or 45/13. And then I'm going to try to pause this recording.